Hello everyone, this is Bazzoka. Welcome to one of my videos, and welcome to Leave a Loadout. After a long hiatus, I am finally back to do this one loadout that has stumped me for quite a while, and I'll get into that later. But, started off, I should probably say this is not live commentary. This is post-commentary because of the way I played and commentated this set. It was so hard for me to live commentate this, and I'll get into that why. I went into that when I did that midnight stream or whatever. I explained as to why I couldn't live commentate, but I'll go over it here again. Anyway, we have what I like to call the Cancer Engineer, or better known as Star's Nightmare, with the Pomson 6000, the Wrangler, the Gunslinger, and, well, the Construction PDA, but it's a strange, yay! Alright, so, getting into the weapons, or, you know, I'm going to explain why I call this the Cancer Engineer set first. It's because it uses the three items that generally the TF2 community hates the most. The Pomson with its spammability, the Wrangler with its silly shield, and the Gunslinger because the health and the mini-sentry. Anyway, so, going on to the weapons. We have the Pomson 6000, first primary. It is a energy weapon, meaning it has no ammo, but it only has 4 shots loaded in its clip, and it has to reload like any other normal shotgun would. But with it, it has some pretty nice upsides to it, because it can drain 10% Uber and 20% Cloak from medics and spies, respectively. So it's good for dealing with spies. It's good with dealing with medics who have full Uber and who are not really willing to pop the Uber just yet. So you can just go in there, sap their Uber, and say, alright team, their medic no longer has Uber, and push. So yes. And as a random little tidbit as well, it can also light Huntsman arrows on fire, just because, you know, why not? Some downsides to it are pretty big though. The Pomson has a rather fixed set of damage. I'm not sure if it has damage fall off or not, but that's beside the point. It has a very, very slow moving projectile. It's very predictable, although it's kind of weird to look at, and it's kind of hard to see, so that could be an advantage. Another downside is it does 80% less damage to buildings. So that means it only does 20% damage to buildings, so it's not viable at all to destroy buildings. And yeah, that's the Pomson. A very spammable weapon, to be sure. Next up, we have the Wrangler. Wrangler replaces the secondary pistol, and it makes it so when you pull it out, you manually gain control of your sentry, and you can aim it however you want. You can fire whenever you want, whoever you like, and there's little to no downsides aside from losing your secondary. Anyway, with being able to aim the sentry, it also produces a shield around your sentry that blocks 66% of any and all incoming damage. So that makes it very viable for protecting a spot in particular. And along with manually being able to aim your sentry, like along with that, the Wrangler has a laser pointer, so that way you can see its trajectory, like how it's going to, like where its pathway, and it slightly auto aims to the closest enemy that you're trying to aim at. So it doesn't require like 100% perfect accuracy. No, it doesn't, not at all. But for me, it's not my kind of thing. However, it also doubles the fire rate of your of your sentry in general, and if it's level 3, it increases the rocket rate as well. So it can shoot more rockets, it can fire faster, and more DPS. And with the mini sentry, that's kind of strong. But again, it's not for me. If I don't have like a pistol or something, you know what? If I just don't have a pistol, it's just not an engineer for me. So yeah. And finally, with the melee, we have the Gunslinger. Gunslinger, of course, the bread and butter of all combat engineers everywhere, no matter what. so I would figure some would argue that if you're not using the Gunslinger, you're not a combat engineer. Anyway, so I almost said combat engineer. Gunslinger replaces the Sentry with Mini Sentry. Obviously, it builds much faster, requires less metal, and it's just plop it down anywhere that you like, as long as it's a distraction. It works out for the most part. Along with the Mini Sentry, you gain 25 health, so instead of having 125, you have 150. But yeah, and along with that, the Gunslinger also has a weird mechanic to it, where it can't random crit ever, but if you hit someone 3 times in a row without letting go of the attack key, the third hit will be guaranteed crit no matter what, and there's this weird glitch that you can do with it that will always guarantee it to be a crit somehow. I think it's like when you can hit your teammates twice and hold down right trigger, or not right trigger, mouse 2, right mouse button, whatever. Yeah, and then the game will store your consecutive hits, and then the next hit will be a guaranteed crit. It's a weird mechanic, but I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I guess that does it for the loadout. So moving right on to the gameplay, which I really didn't like a lot of the gameplay footage that I captured, so I just took out the best bits and pieces, which only equaled out to like a couple of minutes. Pretty bad. Anyway, just showing off that with the Pomson, Dead Ringer spies can no longer get past me. Except they can. But, I can do work. I can do work with the Pomson. I can stop spies from dead ringing around so easily. So effortless. So yeah, I see the spies there. And then with that, I gradually decreased his dead ringer cloak time, so it was all good. All good and dandy, fine, what have you, whatnot. So yes. And clearly that is a spy. So I go around, get him, boop. Not really sure if he died, in gameplay wise, like as I was playing the game, but just flying around. There, if you were looking really closely, for a split second, I actually managed to light that huntsman arrow on fire. But there was that spy. He was hanging back. He too was a dead ringer. Goodness gracious, so many dead ringers in this gameplay. But yes, I took him down easily. The first hit got him, so he couldn't dead ringer away. Yes. Next video clip. Putting down a sentry as always, and this is the downside of me using the Wrangler. I just don't know how to react to spies. I did manage to kill someone though. And there, I guess normally I would be confident enough to take down a pyro who is being distracted by my mini sentry being built, but with the Pomson, it only does so much damage, whereas a shotgun can deal 100 damage at least from a good meat shot. And I feel like the Pomsons shoot slower because I swear I probably could have been able to kill that that pyro if I had been able to shoot faster. But whatever. That is a problem for another day. So yes, now we're on Sawmill, and just showing off how slowly the projectiles move. I had to really lead my shot. I had to really predict where that scout was going. So yeah, there's that. And now you're gonna see me use the Wrangler. Throughout most of the gameplay, this is like one of the few times I actually managed to use the Wrangler and get a few kills on it. So yes, kill Demoman, go here, kill that soldier, and get the assist for killing that medic. So one of the few times where the Wrangler was actually really useful to me. But yeah, that does it. Not too many clips. So I'm sorry. And before this goes on for any longer on a black screen, I'm going to just say I'm probably never ever going to do this set ever again, no matter who asks me to do it, because I can't stand the Pomson. I never really got into a reason why I can't live commentate, so I'll just quickly go over that right now. Whenever I fire the Pomson, I always wait and listen to see it, and hear, rather, if I actually hit anyone, so that really breaks up and destroys my live commentary with it, so that's why I can't do live commentary with the Pomson. So yeah, so that's gonna do it. Never again, no Pomson Wrangler Gunslinger combo ever again, so sorry anyone who wants to see that again, but hopefully this was entertaining enough. So I thank you guys so much for watching. This has gone on for a black screen long enough. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Next loadout, I'm sure won't take this long. Okay. See you guys later. Shebang. Have a good day. Good night. Blah, blah, blah.